Nfl21.
Let's go, baby.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And
what?
That will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected.
No.
2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Woo.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Come on, baby.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Come on.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And quickly finding Rager. A good pickup there, 8 yards.
That's what we're going to do to the 49ers, baby.
On 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit
be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Okay. Okay.
D Ford that time getting the sack.
9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. 4th down.
Come on, where the flag at?
Defense was strong in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll let this go for the end zone.
Okay.
And that is going to be
it's good, though.
The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Let me stop playing.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
Mostert, and he drops the ball. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Get out of here.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still
come on, man.
He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Hurts. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And he knocks the ball. Falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And his first carry, he loses the football. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course. That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum. Big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete as well. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start. For them in this one.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
On first down, Hurts. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Miles Sanders incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, I think we've got evidence right now that this team's not going to be daunted at all. Just because they're backed up doesn't mean they're not going to continue to throw the football. They threw an incompletion on first down, but they came right back on 2nd down and threw it again. And this time they hit it for not just good yardage, but a first down.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. at the 30-yard line.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Garoppolo's pass.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field.
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the 49ers.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
Garoppolo. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Number 31.
From 19 yards away. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Oh, my goodness, I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot down.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about. Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back.
We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And it's third down.
To throw is Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the Eagles have recovered.
Complete.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play in a quick...
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Miles Sanders,
41 yards. There the Eagles are back within a score.
Eagles.
he put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Richie James on the return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Richie James on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own 30.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back.
A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if... And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. That's gonna be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, 44 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 5. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Brandon Ayuk returning it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be.
And he coughed it up. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
Fumble on the play.
Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Raheem Mostert there, but it'll be 2nd down. Garoppolo again. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis.
Garoppolo.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Scott to return it. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter. 2nd down, here's Hurts. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball, a little dangerous, could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
He was covered.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Oh, now he bowls him over. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle it and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
For Dallas Goedert.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but now it's third down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles.
Complete. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Eagles.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. Remember, he's fumbled twice already in the first half, including on their final drive of the second quarter. In the locker room, do you leave him alone? Do you say something, or do you say, hey, our guy knows he's fumbled and need... Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Complete.
So they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Eagles Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So they have now gone for it on fourth 4 times, and they have converted no times.
I know we talk about analytics and how it's entered into the game, and there's a good percentage that says go for it. You actually make a good percentage. In this case, the analytics just went right out the window. 0 for 4. They've got to start looking at things in a different way.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo, and he finds the tight end, Reed. The 40, 30, 20, touchdown, 49ers.
Garoppolo's pass.
Jordan Reed, 74 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own 17-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary football?
And got his man complete. He's at the 30, the 20, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 83 yards, and the Eagles have retaken the lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Yeah, 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
It's up and good to make it 21-17. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now James returning. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's Sanders. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
3-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Another run with Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
It's now third down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Eagles add on to their lead. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. 5 plays there on that drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
17.
Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Derek Barnett. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Roughing the passer defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Garoppolo on first down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet. Said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, time for us now to discuss Alshon Jeffrey. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 Fs.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.